After a long week, I'm relaxing with a glass of something lovely. According to the NHS, 62% of us enjoy at least one alcoholic drink a week. But the minimum alcohol scheme is being introduced to encourage those of us who binge drink to stop. Tomorrow, I'm taking my £15 out around Sheffield and asking how cheap is too cheap. I'm in the alcohol aisle of my local Tesco's supermarket. Tesco's own strong cider is £1.80 for 4 cans. That's 20 pence per unit. I can afford 32 cans of cider with my £15.
Please take your change.
Back home, I'm about to give this cider a go. Under minimum alcohol pricing, this cider's deemed too cheap and will cost at least 90 pence per can. Yep, that really is strong. John Holmes from the University of Sheffield tells me why prices like this are a danger.
They mean that people are not necessarily buying alcohol because they want it. They're buying alcohol because they're being encouraged to buy it by the signals that low prices give.
I've come down the road to my local pub to see what £15 can get me here. Now here we've got a log fire and bar snacks. I've got a feeling it's going to cost a little bit more than Tesco's own brand cider. I'm going to go for a bottle of Merlot. It costs exactly my £15. That's £1.67 per unit. On to my next destination where I'm told the cheap drinks are flowing. I've come to Sheffield Nightclub Corporation. It's really loud in there, the floor is really sticky, and there are a lot of people wearing school uniform. You can get a quadruple vodka and mixer here for £2.40. That's 60 pence per unit. Pretty cheap, but still allowed under minimum unit pricing. I want to see how much the punters here are drinking.
4 shots of vodka with cherryade and about 6 double vodka and coke.
A bottle of red wine. Something with Iron Brewing from here.
A massive bowl of vodka and coke and vodka jelly.
I reckon I've drunk. Well, what's this?
It was a bit like having the stomach ripped out. I couldn't believe that something so awful could happen to my daughter.
Carol Hibbert's daughter was seriously injured when she was hit by a bus. Lucy had spent the day enjoying cheap student drinks promotions. She has now recovered, but Carol believes cheap drinks are making a bad problem worse.
Students don't need that sort of encouragement at all. They're quite happy to drink as much as they can anyway without those kinds of promotions.
So what does minimum pricing have to say about cheap drinks on a night out? Back to Dr. John Holmes.
There is a different problem which may need a different solution with the way people drink in bars and clubs. Alcohol is allowed to be advertised under a self-regulatory code, but it's unclear how effective that code is.
So, minimum pricing is just a step on the path to solving our alcohol problems. Leah Green, Just News.